I am Nahid Kabbani, and this is the Lighthouse for today's viewers. Welcome to our show. As we know, Sacramento is the most diversity cultural city in United States. It has all kind of people from all kind of the world. And we will have like a small ward in our studio also. We will address today, we will take you to a nice place far away from here. We will share some kind of fun and information about Peru. We have a group of people. They are lovely, and they will take us, our hand, and go to Peru through their own information about the organization they established there here in Sacramento, and doing some activity to show us and to share with them some kind of food festivals and music and fun. Let's have fun today, and let's introduce our guest to you. Will you please start from?
Oh, well, I with me. My name is Sesar Rand.
Hi.
My name is Sesar Rand, and I am from Peru, as everybody else. I've been here for a long time, but I'm very proud of my history. Even I am raising my children like Americans, but also they know about their background, so they will be proud of my history. It's very rich.
Absolutely, we have to remember about background and motherland.
My name is Ana Maria Manrtque, also from Peru. I left Peru when I was 11, but I've taken Peru with me wherever I've been. I've lived in Brazil, Argentina, Spain, Middle East, U.S., and wherever I've been, I've always, like a magnet, been attracted to more Peruvians, and with them together, we've shared the wonderful culture and people, music, art, history that we have. So that's what I did when I came to Sacramento less than a year ago. I met Peruvians at the gym, and they took me from one place to the other, and now I'm part of the Peruvian club in Sacramento, and want to share all culture and music with everybody here.
You're welcome.
I'm Leonor Nilson Brito, and I'm a membership officer of our club Peru in Sacramento. And as my compatriots here, that the same thing. I'm from Peru. I left at a young age, never knowing exactly how one day I would come back to my culture in a very different way, and in a strong way, actually. And enjoying that connection again is really very, very satisfactory to me. And what we can offer. And basically, it's our culture, our mystical Peru. That's what I love about it.
That's wonderful. I met Leonor at Toastmasters, and that's why I know a little bit about her background, and I want her to share with you a little bit about herself and her background to know why she is interested about this organization. Will you please, Leonor?
It's kind of interesting how this happened. Actually, it wasn't really on my bucket list, like they say on my wanting to be list. But someday they said, you're going to be in an electoral delegation, and you have to select whoever's going to be on the board. And I said, oh, I didn't want to do this, but anyhow, long story, and they got me into it, and I participated. And then one day, before I knew it, I was not only that, I was also nominated to be in the membership of Club of Peru, and there was really nothing I wanted to do. But life has sometimes different ways of getting us in different situations that sometimes we don't know if that's for our good or not. And I'm very happy today that I am doing this, because our organization, Sacramento Club of Peru, has a mission, and has a wonderful mission, and that is to diffuse our culture, our foods, our music, and not only, also the history, of course, of our mystical land of Machu Picchu, and a lot of people would probably know Machu Picchu and Cusco and the Amazon, of course, the Green Eye, which is, been a lot in the news lately. So we have such a diversity to share, and by coming back, and serving really our club and serving our country where we originally came from, and being proud Americans today, I think we have a lot to give and to offer, and hopefully we can project that somehow to Sacramento, to involve Sacramento in our community and our ways of believing and having fun and seeing life, from a very spiritual viewpoint. So that's really my enjoyment, and we have many good things to share. I have nothing but wonderful things to say, and wonderful people I met and keep meeting, and hopefully expanding it, all the way to everybody.
You're a specialist as...
My specialty in my profession?
Yes, help. I believe it has something to do with
yes,
with the way you're giving, and with the way you dig in and give some stories and ideas with that. That's why I'm interested to let people know about it.
Well, I am a psychologist, I'm a counselor, and I've been always involved with people and helping people and being with people, basically, sharing whatever I can and making the best out of everything. And so basically that is maybe one way of how life has taken me and moving me around. I feel like a river, I'm going. But I think it's always been in my heart since I was a little girl in Peru. I was always interested in people, and I would wander around everywhere and I would talk to people. So it's kind of I don't know what preceded what, but that's in my heart, yes.
And spiritual, I believe it has something to do with other kind of human around us, and learn from each other something.
Like Anna, I've traveled a lot since I was a child. I crossed the Panama Canal 4 times, I remember, and I always wanted to swim with the dolphins and almost jumped off the ship. I did some crazy things as a child. But I think that wonder of traveling, of meeting different cultures, of learning different languages, I studied in various different countries. I think that all adds to, at least for me, it added to having a bigger picture. And that bigger picture is that we are one human race and one kind. And my heart is for peace, of course. And so I project that, and hopefully I can achieve that in other ways. And hopefully through our club, diffuse that a little bit more.
Thank you. What about Anna? What do you have for the club?
I'm a nuclear pharmacist, and my hobby is dancing. I love to dance and music.
You're clear at dance?
Sorry?
You're clear at dance?
Yes.
Different.
I know, exactly. I know. I'm practical, so I needed a good job, and that's how I ended up in Sacramento. So I could have money, so I could travel, so I could do all the fun things that I wanted to do. So for me, it's always been music. All the different wonderful musics that Peru has. I grew up with one kind of music. My family was from the city, so I was familiar with that music. And then as I traveled, I became familiar with the music from the Andes, which of course is world known. The instruments, I attempted to play some of them. I attempted to play the flute, the quena, but not very good with that. But it's a peaceful thing for me to listen to the music, and dancing is the most therapeutic thing, any kind of dance that you could possibly imagine. And the modern Peruvians dance salsa, so that's my thing. I go, and I came to Sacramento, didn't know anybody, and I went to the places where they play Latin music, and I have met my best friends from there. People that are mechanics that help me with my car, people that help me with my garden, people that help me with everything that I could possibly imagine. So it's a wonderful group of people, not just from Peru, Latins and Americans, and we all share that love for music and dancing, and that's we're trying to bring some of the younger people into our club. We would like very much to pass on our culture to them and for them to have fun. It's not just a traditional music and dancing, but also some of the newer things. And so we're trying very much to bring some of this younger crowd into our club. So that's my mission in the club, to try to bring some of the younger crowd and make it a really fun place for them.
Music, actually, and food festivals put people together without borders, no
Yes.
matter where they come from.
Absolutely.
What about Mr. Sesar?
I am a physician, a doctor, family practice physician, and well, I've been here 20 years. I always, as my profession, I always like to serve, to help people, and this is one way that I also do that. Help people from not only from my community, all over. I've been with the Club Peru for longer than them. The club has 19 years. Next year gonna be 20 years. One of the oldest ethnic clubs here in Sacramento. We are being very active. We have like 7 events a year at least. So as Anna said, to bring people. And the main reason for our club is to present our culture, to show our culture to people where we come with a background, and also with the fundraisings we help young children, orphans and elderly back in Peru. So that's why I keep doing this for so long.
That's really wonderful. Nice people with nice background actually will help the organization to grow and do the best for their community. I wish that every community have some kind of talent people to establish that group to help their people, because we all have the same struggle out of our countries. We are here for a purpose. We came to America to have better life, better future for our new generations. And it's something good for everybody. If we go for it, we will have, the sky is the limit. We will have whatever we like to have, and we'll live happily and see our children or grandchildren growing like myself. Grandchildren in front of me, and they are growing now. Thank you for this introduction, and we will be back soon to learn more about Peru. Let's have a break.
You're watching The Lighthouse for today's viewers, brought to you by oneworldforyou.org.
We heard about the organization in general. Let's have some details about the background and what they have done in the past from Mr. Sesar, to learn something from their experience. Will you please, Mr. Sesar?
Yeah, well, the club was founded, as I said,
Higher voice, please.
19 years ago. It's funny, but the first president of the club, he was an American citizen, but he used to live in Peru, and he was, in love with Peru. So it was a small group, like 6 people, and well, from there, with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of activities, it's grown. The club has grown a lot. We, at some point, we have like 200 members. Our activities are growing. Leonor is going to talk about the next activity, but it's something that it started 6 years ago, the food festival, and it started something small in a community center. It's grown to the point that what she's going to talk about. It's very known among the Peruvians. Even people from San Francisco come to our activities because we help a lot.
So you have the club, stronger club here than San Francisco, for example?
Yes. When we founded the club 19 years ago, it was in the area, Northern California. It was like 4 different Club Perus in different cities. And ours is the only one that still subsists. The other ones are dissolved. They don't exist anymore. So that's why people look at us like a very strong community.
Role model.
Yes.
For that. So what kind of activities for youth, for example, or elderly people? Or
well, we have some activities. Every year we do our Independence Day. It's on July 28th. We do a big party. We have for Mother's Day, we do something, or Father's Day. We do a small tournament, soccer, that's what we play. Also, we have peñas and some parties, Peruvian parties we do with some of our folk music, but also with salsa, merengue, mostly to dance and to share. And also, we have this food festival that is coming. It's some of the regular activities that we do, but
Do you train some activities or some kind of level of age, like elderly, train them for something to do in hand or use?
No, we don't have any specific training. Mostly to show and to share, like sports, but for younger people, it's sports, but in our activities, it's from children to elderly, so everybody is in there is involved.
So most likely the most beautiful music and dance and things which is Peru well known.
Yes, in our peñas we have the folk music. Usually we have like a show. We present dances, 3 or 4 different shows. So when you go and you don't know Peru, you will learn about our folk dances. We are so proud of them. But also the dancing part that people can dance. More known like the salsa, that kind of that rhythm, more modern or new. That people, the Sesar expert.
That's so special.
And so people have fun in our activities.
So that's good.
I think the important thing to remember, so it's just us specifically, there's other cultures that do that, but we do have from little children, to any age, and it's a kind of a mixture, and that makes it very special. So we don't separate any ages, and we have fun together.
Family.
Yeah,
whole family.
yeah, and ages, so it makes it kind of a different in that sense that people all enjoy the same thing and learn from each other, and they kind of go on continuation.
You have very nice and colorful folklore things. I was there one time. I will show my viewers. Yeah. Other things for a future.
Well, we were gonna have an event pretty soon. It's a Peruvian food festival. Well, I am part of it, but they are more involved in the organization, especially Leonor. I guess she can talk about it and more. She's more informed. She's more prepared.
I think it's the biggest festival that we have as far as how many people come, from what I hear. This is my first year, but I think the Peruvian food is something we're very well known for. And the flavors and the spices, and it's from different areas, from the coast, from the... Did we bring anything?
Not this time.
Just because
Next
our
time.
viewers will not share it, that's why you didn't
We
bring it
should
for
have
us.
pictures
That's
of the
okay.
dishes.
Next time. Next time.
But you're welcome, of course, to attend. And our event this time is the 9th time. It's the 9th one. So basically, it's going to be the third time in the Shriners, Ben Ali Shriners.
What date?
It's the 21st of September.
Oh.
Yeah, and from 11 to 8 in the evening. But it's the third time where we have it at Ben Ali Shriners, which
From
is
11 morning
11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
to
Correct.
8 p.m.
It's all day.
It's an all day event.
Food, shows,
completely.
music, dancing,
wonderful.
live
Till you drop.
band.
Till you
Yes.
drop. We are going to drop for sure. But
Where it will be?
At Ben Ali Shriners, which is on Marysville Boulevard. Shriners, it's a very outdoor kind of a park-like setting, so it's like a ranch style. It's very nice for
I'm not
everybody
familiar
to
which
enjoy the
city,
food.
which area?
Excuse me?
It's in Sacramento.
It's in Sacramento, yes.
Oh,
It's off Marysville Boulevard. So they've been there for a long time, but we have it now the third time with them there, and it's been very successful. From what I hear, last year I participated, but not as in a board, but just as a volunteer, and we had quite a bit of 2,000 people or more. So all kinds of people come from everywhere, from Southern California, Northern California, from everywhere. So it's quite popular. And what we're trying to do is trying to kind of the sabor al Peruviano, so the flavor of Peruvian foods, the mistura, which right now in Peru on the 6th of September, to the 15th, I think, we will have the International Mistura, where they come 75,000 people from all over the world come to Peru right now. And so it's becoming a very popular thing. And we're trying in a small scale, of course, with our Peruvian chefs in Sacramento and surrounding areas. We will have foods, that will compete in their style and their specialty. So it's a small, of course, in comparison, but the idea is the same.
Food?
The popular foods, primarily we have many, and from different parts of Peru, of course, coast, and from the selva, from the jungle and the coast, but the mountains. But I would say anticuchos, which is one of my favorites, and lomo saltado, which is kind of a meat, fried meat with rice. Ceviche, which is our cooked raw fish, so to speak, and it comes in variety of ways. Let's see.
Pollo a la brasa.
Yeah, our famous chicken. We are very. This is. I remember when I came, I was looking for this chicken because I could never find this chicken anywhere in the world. So I was a happy camper when I found this chicken. We are doing it now here. We have about a few people that cook that, and they are going to present that food. So we will be waddling. I'll be running, but we will be waddling. With a happy tummy from all the different foods, and we have like 250 desserts alone from the coast of Peru.
Wow.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. And we have over 2,000 different soups just from the coast. So we are very, very varied in our foods, and it's just really, it would take hours to talk about our foods and the different potatoes alone that we have, like over 100 varieties of potatoes, and it's just ongoing. But Peru is worldwide known now for its food and its cooking. And the chefs.
So food and music.
Yeah.
What
and
else you need?
3,000
people will
I
come,
know,
not 2,000.
what's left? What's left? It's really,
Yeah.
well, it's just, and also we enjoy it, we really enjoy that. And
The friendly atmosphere
we're very earth related,
Celebrating.
we have a connection to the earth, so I think that really binds us in a different way as well. So, hopefully everybody can come.
That's wonderful. So
We invite
it will be
everybody.
in
We want everybody to experience that. It's not, that's what we are trying to do. We are trying to diffuse all of this into Sacramento, so Sacramento can enjoy these specialties of ours and hopefully be happy and go away happy.
Yeah, a fun day all day long.
Yes, and we have things for children. We will have alpacas for the first time. A wonderful woman from her ranch in Loomis will come and bring her alpacas. So it's really nice for the children and other people that would like. They don't know alpacas, they don't know llamas and alpacas. So we have that, and people can take pictures and whatnot.
So it is limited space. People will have a ticket and go in, or will go in with for the vendors and buy things.
Well, there's a ticket to get in, and then they can pretty much buy anything they want to buy in food and
prices.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, tickets.
Ticket.
Okay.
I have a ticket to get in.
Yes.
And then they go, well, I think we are a non-profit organization, so we don't make money with this.
Yeah.
It's basically to diffuse our culture.
Just because this kind of large space and a lot of food and things, that means you have vendors.
Oh, yes.
That's why
Yes.
I asked the question. They will have ticket at the door, and they will go and buy food or what.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. We have also our famous Inca Cola, which is our Peruvian kind of a Coca-Cola. And it's very unique, very unique. And then we have, of course, our our Peruvian beer, which is very special because the originators of that were Czechoslovakian and German. But today we have our own Peruvian flavors, which includes coffee and other things that we put in that beer, so it makes it very...
Coffee and beer?
Yeah, we have some very interesting ingredients that we mix with the beer. So Peru has now their own beer, and which is kind of for beer lovers, or whatever. But I mean, they have their introduction of that.
Wow.
So,
And our pisco, of course.
yeah, we have our own. It's like
It's a brandy.
well, it's like a brandy exactly, made out of grapes, but it's very unique. It comes from Peru, and we have many varieties of that. But anyhow, so everybody should be happy. We have lots to share.
Absolutely. If this is how much food you have,
A lot of
varieties of food, also drinks,
Yeah.
different kinds
Yes,
of
yes.
people will go just to try.
Yes.
at least for
And
that.
you can,
That's
we
the
have some
idea.
vendors too that
Yeah.
sell some variety of things. We don't have that many, but it just depends. It's kind of hard for some people also to travel from Southern California, but they try. It just depends, you know. But we will have a few things there, and that participate. Also, there's a store in Sacramento that has Peruvian beautiful things, and she will come to and bring her things. So anyhow, we'll try to do whatever we can to share our culture and our beautiful things, our music, and anything else we have.
Wonderful. I'll be there.
Oh,
Thank
good.
you.
So at least we heard about this event. We'll remind you before we finish the show about the time and place. And we will be back soon after the break to hear something new about Peru and the club.
oneworldforyou.org, promoting cultural understanding through the media.
It is wow. Amazon and stories and a lot of things about culture. I will not read it for you, but I heard that Peru is full of cultural things, so we'd like to know about it. Let's Mr. Sesar talk about that part.
Yeah, well, it's a melting pot. As this book is in reading in German. It's about Peru. It's in reading in German. Well, we as Peruvians, we're very proud of our history.
Yeah?
No, we start from the pre-Incas, the Inca culture. Well, we're very proud of that organization. It was a very developed culture, very organized. And then, well, the Spaniard came over. They were like 300 years conquerors. And that's why it started melting, that we talk influence our food, right? Because the Spaniard, they brought the slaves. So we had the African influence. And Peru was the point of entrance for the Spaniard for the whole South America.
So Spain came too?
Yeah, the Spaniards
yes.
conquered Peru. They were there.
Many years.
From Peru in the 1500s, they developed, they
How many
went
years
into,
they stayed there?
they were 200
Never
years?
left.
About 200 years.
We're all
Never
mixed
left.
now. We all
Yeah,
part
that's
Spanish
how it
and we're
started.
all part.
Oh,
It's a
so,
difference. The Spanish come and they go, but with us in Peru, the Spanish came.
Not Mexico.
No,
No, no.
not
Okay.
Spanish.
No,
They
Spain-
came and
the
they
Spain.
mixed. So
Spaniards.
we're all mestizos. We're all mixed, half or part Spanish
something.
and part Indian, but
Well,
different.
a lot less than half,
portion.
because at the beginning it
not
was
half,
the
yes.
Spaniard and the native, the Incas.
Yes.
But then they came the blacks from Africa. But when we liberated the slaves, we needed people to work in the fields, so Chinese, the coolies came. So that was the Asian part of that was up to the 18th century. But the difference from other parts of the world, but we have you have segments in cities, this Chinese town or Korean town or German town. In Peru, we were all mixed, so that's influenced our spirit. And
No
then
one.
in the first part of the last century, it was European with the World War I, World War II. There was a lot of migration to South America. So that's when the Italians and the French came. And so there's it all influence. And see, we mix, we didn't segregate. Everything influenced our food, and that's why we have so many different flavors in our food.
And our music and our dancing and everything.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah,
American, how we
yes.
can live, we can understand it because we live the same story, not because of the war or something, but the immigrants from
Yes.
all over the world make it mix with everything. So that's
We do have an interesting factor about the African that were in our country kind of segregated themselves for a while. And what is really interesting about that history is that they have today one of the most purest form of their African history in them, because they kept that so intact. It wasn't mixed. It wasn't, it's very unique. And so we are very blessed with their culture, being so pure. And today, obviously, we have them participate in all of these events, and people can really share a very unique part of history that actually other, places don't have. So that's one of them. But in all of that, I think what Sesar said is that we have a wonderful way of becoming one we don't separate. We become one. So it's kind of a unique.
That's a good experience, really.
We are really truly. That's
all colors, all backgrounds, all human races mixed up and make a new pure.
I think one of the things, for example, going a little bit, I was just kind of thinking about this. My mother had a famous singer. Her name was Ima Sumac, and by coincidence, the other day I walked into a store, and I don't even know why I was in that store, and I saw this old record of Ima Sumac, and so I bought it because a memory of my mother and my father. But they used to play that, and she was a very famous. And the reason she became actually very famous because somehow she went to Germany, and in Germany they really loved her voice, and anyhow she became world famous. And so I think that a lot of our exporting our culture outside of Peru has made us, quite visible in the world, and more so now than ever. But it's definitely the uniqueness that we share that makes us who we are today, I think.
Oh, that's wonderful. So it's a rich country through heritage and mix.
And the nice thing is you could be somewhere in Europe, any country, you'll hear Peruvian music in the subway, in a restaurant, wherever you are. Doesn't matter how small, how big it is, you will always hear that music. It's gone worldwide, and it's everywhere you go, there's always a place where you can hear it. And I think that's wonderful that we are able to share that. We want to share some more with Sacramento as far as our dances and our food and all the rest, colorful things that we have to share.
That's also the beauty of America, put us together to know about the other.
Yes.
I didn't know about Peru. Now I'm learning something. My viewers will be learning about something.
Hopefully they will come and taste the food.
Absolutely. Absolutely, would love to.
And dance. And if nothing else, listen to their music.
I'll be there. I like to share. I like to... our mission also, one word for love and peace, to take those borders away through music and dance and food, and because this is the only way. There is no border, no politics, no nothing. Love and share for background, for learning from each other, and taste this and taste this, and enjoy the music, all things to bring you together with love, with peace. For caring also and learning.
Well, one of the things that is important to know is that because of the interaction with cultures and sharing different cultures together, and our curiosity and what we can learn from somebody, hopefully in the good way, of course, is that because of that, Peru has become very famous, because a lot of foreigners, so to speak, go to Peru and then they love it and they come back, and so it's a continuing sharing and has put Peru in a way on the map. I mean, Peru is actually, it was just awarded by Food and Wine magazine the destination in the world, Peru. Well, that's quite a title that they just won. They just won it actually a month ago. They just received that title, and also the food, of course, is went all over the world. It's everywhere. They have a lot of famous chefs. And one of the things that they just found, for example, recently, the new cocoa, the Coke chocolate, and it's so rare and so unique that they now are trying to see how they're going to keep developing it. Same with the coffee plantations. We have wonderful coffee plantations that they're trying to renew. And
Quinoa?
Our quinoa, of course.
It's been worldwide now.
Oh, yes. Quinoa.
Yeah.
And
Trader Joe's.
But and now they have a fish in the Amazon, which they started like aqua, fishing, and so it took a long time to actually make and produce this fish, but they now at the point where they're exporting it, and it's a whole new fish for the world. So it's food. We are supplying a lot of food to different countries in the world.
Wow. In the meantime, I believe when you share with like other ethnicity and other groups share with you, they will find something in common. They will find something belong to the same background. It makes you feel the connection in the world without knowing.
Well, just sharing our food for somebody not to go hungry, I think to me it's the most wonderful gift somebody can give anybody.
Yes, Yes, absolutely. That's really something great to know, actually. So that's a great history about Peru.
We are very proud of our history.
Absolutely. Everybody should be proud of his own or her own motherland, and be happy and thankful that God gave us a chance to move around, to travel, to go to other places to tell about what we have and what God gave to the earth, to the human race.
Well, we want to thank you for this opportunity today and everybody that's participating in the show, because honestly, I have never imagined one day, definitely wasn't on my bucket list again, to be here, sitting here and talking about Peru, having been leaving, and coming over here to study and and then I didn't even stay, and then I came back and whatever, but I never imagined this, this moment. So it's a very thankful moment. I want to thank you again.
You're welcome, but wait until you see something different. I'll be following you and pushing you to do other things, because I know what you can do. I like you to do what you like to do.
Thank you.
So wait until you see from her what you will discover and give to the world, actually. She is a good person. And really, I get the new information, and I'm happy that I got that chance to learn that.
There you go. Who would have known how we met? Really, that's life, though. That's the beauty of life. And if we can all take those special moments and make something better out of it and share, I think it's a continuing holding hands and being one world. It's my.
Because whatever you have on the table, we have similar in the other side of the world.
Yes, that's just what the colors, and any mountain
the colors
culture.
And the basic things when you start life on Earth.
Yes.
Everybody use that nature thing. Everybody different design, but everybody does those things.
Metal.
Each area have their own style, but the basic things are the same. With traveling and business people. Go from area to another, they learn from each other. And the basic things, it was without technology, without thoughts, and using what they have available to create. They were artists without knowing,
Some of our medals, of course, Peru is famous for gold and silver and other medals, but copper. But the Incas, of course, worked that very well. They had a lot of gold around their necks and earrings and whatnot. But I think what's still very important is that they just discovered another mummy in the southern part of Peru. So it's a continuous finding, very, very ancient and very incredible history that hasn't even touched the world yet. And so it is amazing, really, what we can learn also from those, ancient cultures that yet have to hopefully,
as much as we know, we still have the same amount, maybe we don't know. As much as we know, because before the history written, before people start to know how to write down or keep documentary or something, there is a lot of things we don't know anything about it.
It's just amazing that we still find those things. So a mummy from the Incas, and anyhow, it's just to show still what's there to learn. We as humans today still have to learn.
Do you have any documentary things or films or stories, or did you
Not for today.
Have you thought about it? You have something like in your party, you will have show or something, or
no,
just dance?
We haven't done that yet, and I think that's part of our mission, that we would like to go in the direction of sharing more. And through social media, we're expanding in that area. We are, trying to involve more anybody in the social media, really, trying to open it through that avenue. And then the rest of it is also how to bring ourselves into the middle of Sacramento, the capital of California. I think that is a vision that we have and would like to pursue, not for our fame, of course, but basically to really make us, a bigger and better city.
Yes.
And so we would like to contribute in that. And so that somebody will say, Sacramento, and we would like to be part of that. That's our vision.
Yeah,
and,
that's good.
Other besides that, we also, for example, have a church that was unfortunately brought down by an earthquake, and we are helping with some small of our funds to rebuild the church. And before that, in the other directives that we had, the boards, they helped orphanage children, and so we always trying to do something what we can, but now we are really trying to export a little bit, and it costs money, it takes a lot of time.
Absolutely.
Exactly, it does.
Yeah.
But we are going there, and hopefully
Giving
we can
a hand
achieve
for
that.
needy is very important.
Yeah. We would like to be as famous as the kings.
Oh, okay, that's good. What about women in Peru? Is there any something special or play a role, model or something?
Well, the first feminist that was in all South America, they were started in Lima, in Peru, centuries ago. Women in Peru, they're very independent and very well, they can talk about women better than me. That's my experience, but yes.
Talk loud and nicely.
I remember one of my first trips to Peru, all the police were women. And I was very impressed. They were and they were very good because Peru has a traffic jam. It's incredible. And at some point, they decided that women were very good at directing traffic. So they found things that women are very good at. And, yes, and all the police, the people that were directing the traffic were females. And like that, and they were in many key positions where only men you would see usually. And they were very good at it. So I think they found a very good place, and they're less corrupted. So it worked very well. So it's, I think, a place where they don't differentiate as much.
So I heard you, no corruption with women?
Much less. It's less.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you can bribe them less. It's part of the culture too.
I have to kind of add that our president's wife in Peru right now, Mrs. Humala, she has decided that no business in Peru will not have a woman in the directive. So everything that will become a business will have to have a woman in that. So she's very much into that. And Mrs. Clinton, by the way, is working with her on that. So that is very unique. That is absolutely, I think, a good thing for the country as a whole, because I think it's going to make them a lot more productive.
Yes.
And more just.
That's wonderful.
And a good role model, I hope.
I believe women have their own duty, which is man cannot do as a mother. Man will never interfere with that job.
I don't think so.
But also nice to know that women can do, even they didn't want to do, but can do, and they have the right to do. Otherwise, it will not be justice. But to me, the best job for a woman to be a good mother, to bring good people to the world,
of course,
through her taking care and education and things. Then she can work after that. But that's good to know. Actually,
it is the right, though, for them just to be in
give
that.
her a strength, give her
to make the country a just country.
Pride that she can do this, she can do that. She can choose to not do, but at least she has the right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's really wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
It is.
And we can tell
strong women.
Not really independent, huh?
Yes.
Very independent. That's good.
Yes.
That's good. We should
But also good
learn.
mother, also
Yes.
very good mother.
Yes.
I mean, my son comes first.
Yes,
Above and beyond
absolutely.
everything, and that's
That will balance.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
That will balance.
Yes.
Your family first.
Yes, same
But
with
would
my
we-
father and mothers. that comes first.
Yeah.
Before-
Otherwise,
before a job
if
or-
the home is not warm home,
Oh, no.
nothing will be going right. Yeah. That's something to know. At least we have police women.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. That was at one time. Are they still there?
Yeah, they're
Is
still
men
there.
still
Are
there?
they still there?
They're still there. I see them.
I mean,
We should find some picture for those police women.
No, they are good. I'm telling you, I was like, really.
yeah, you can get a ticket. If you go to the red light, you get a
goodness.
ticket. Yeah.
What about, again, your party? Remind me.
Our event, well, hopefully we will have as many people as we had last year. And I think with the additions that we have this year, making it maybe a little bit more diverse and a little more entertainment, and still we're trying to get better every year. It's a tough job. A lot of us work in that. We have 6 other members that are not here, for example, that are on the board, and a few of them work very hard right now to put this event on. And they have their work cut out for them. Let me tell you, I'm kind of scared myself. There are a lot of people, but we will pull it off, because we have our interest is to serve. So that's what we are all
Yes,
about.
that's what make it
To serve
happen.
while we're eating along.
And
Hopefully.
10 hours straight.
Yeah, but we're going to have music through the whole time. So the idea is people
And you
eat
can sit
Yeah,
down.
and they
program, yeah,
so-
plan. When we go there, we will have the plan for the day, programs.
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
program,
Okay.
and
Because
also
maybe I will see, I can come from this time to this time. I shouldn't be all day long, for
Yeah.
example.
There will
I
be a
can
couple of
watch
shows.
something.
Maybe you can tell them the shows they're going to.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
the
there's a
dancing shows.
presentation of the dancing of the first is the Marinera. It's from the coast.
Uh-huh.
It's our favorite dance, but also 2 dances from the Andes, the Huaylas in Santiago. They're very colorful, and it's with this kind of music.
Yeah.
Besides, there's going to be a group that's going to play in that kind of music also. Not all the time, but about an hour or so. But everything is going to be in the program. And also it's going to be a map, so you can go wherever you want. What kind of food do you want? You can choose, pick, and so it's
Because
going
some
to be...
people might not know, but that's okay.
Yeah.
You just hit any of them.
You
They're
know
good.
what? I will show my viewers part of the dance, what you have at that party. Let them be able to understand where we will go on September 21st.
And then
So
we have
let's
another.
watch it together.
Los alegres son de la
that you enjoy the show and the dance, and I hope that we will go together for that event on September 21st. And on behalf of you, I would like to thank my guests. Thank you, Leonor.
You're very
Thank you,
welcome.
Anna.
Thank
you,
you.
Mr. Sesar.
Thank you.
Thank
Our
you for
pleasure.
coming.
Thank you.
And really, and I enjoyed the information what I got. I learned a lot, as my viewers, for sure, they learn a lot of that.
I hope so.
And I promise to come, and I hope that
And
my
bring.
viewers will promise to go to that event. And we will talk about it later. So enjoy the time. And on behalf of my guests also, I thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.